During his 2026 Hall of Fame induction speech, second baseman Jeff Kent said something memorable about professional baseball.
The money lies in the RBIs.
That has been very true for the politics of enshrinement in Cooperstown. Offense trumps defense. In a previous video about the history of baseball's Hall of Fame, see the link in the video's description, I described the decision-making process and its evolution over time. Who does and who doesn't get in, especially for those on the borderline, can be determined by where you played, who you played with, and memorable postseason performances. More obvious factors have kept certain players out of Cooperstown, whether it's ethical shortcomings, think shoeless Joe Jackson and Pete Rose, performance-enhancing drugs, think Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds. And I'm not going to get into any of those politics right now. Sometimes it's an acrimonious relationship with the baseball writers of America. Think Curt Schilling. In this short video, I want to discuss 4 Hall of Fame caliber position players: Lou Whitaker, Bobby Grich, Graig Nettles, and Kenny Lofton, who got snubbed by the baseball writers and then the Eras Committee. One example is Kenny Lofton. Lofton, who could field, throw, run, and hit for average. He stole 622 bases with an 80% success rate and flashed a Golden Glove in center field. But elite base running or defensive prowess wasn't enough to push him over the top. In contrast, right fielder Harold Baines hit 382 home runs and was well liked by members of the Eras Committee. That pushed him into Cooperstown and left Lofton behind. Offense trumps defense. Lou Whitaker played second base for the Detroit Tigers over 16 seasons and did so quietly before the analytics revolution could fully appreciate his defensive contributions. At bat, he averaged 17 home runs and 28 doubles. Solid numbers, but he didn't lead the league in anything at any point in his career. He just performed consistently. And one more thing. If Whitaker had told stories on talk shows after retirement or written a memoir, it may have made a difference for winning a plaque in Cooperstown. Self-promotion matters, and so do RBIs. Infielders Bobby Grich and Graig Nettles played second and third base, respectively, and each man posted career numbers at the level of or exceeding most Hall of Fame inductees for their positions. Except the writers evaluating their careers did not understand statistics like on-base percentage or defensive runs saved. Not only that, both players got on the Hall of Fame ballot during the home run crazed 1990s, when many of the baseball writers simply felt Grich and Nettles didn't have the offensive credentials for enshrinement. Willie Randolph is very similar to Grich and Nettles. A solid hitter, superior infielder. In fact, Randolph's defensive contributions, 20 wins above replacement at second base, puts him close to Bill Mazeroski as the greatest second baseman in baseball history. But Bill Mazeroski hit a walk-off home run in Game 7 of the 1960 World Series that everyone remembered. Big moments can tip the scale in your favor. Here is a list of 8 players and their respective wins above replacement. 4 got snubbed by the Hall of Fame, and 4 did not. What the evidence shows is that RBIs matter enormously. Bill Mazeroski wasn't a power hitter, but he did have what is arguably the most memorable RBI in baseball history. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching.